Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, oh my goodness, wake up, turn the volume up because we got this week's episode of the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. I'm Matt Kobold, here with Max Faulkner. Max, sun's out, guns out today?
Oh man, it is 86 and sunny here in Tennessee, Breezy. Everything is blooming. Everything is green. My allergies are all over the place. I'm sneezing. I'm dripping. I'm coughing. But I must say, I'm really quite enjoying it. Even the bugs are out, Breezy. The bugs are out. As soon as that sun goes down, you just hear them buzzing all night. We keep the windows open. I find it peaceful. I enjoy it. I really like it. But sure. Really, hey, it feels like summertime, Breezy. It feels like summertime. And I'm blasting the AC, and I'm still sweating. I'm still sweating.
Still sweating in a tank top with the AC on.
It's hot out. Look, look at that. I got a little red right here. I got a little sunburn from my jog the other day. Jeez Louise. I put more sunscreen on. My wife always tells me to put sunscreen on, and I don't do it. That's on me. That's on me.
Nobody to blame but yourself.
Well, I'm not pointing fingers other than this guy. Two thumbs. I'm pointing two thumbs at this guy.
Next time.
Go Breezy, what is going on with you, man?
Just talking about the weather, if we want to stay on that real quick. Out here in Denver, it's been high 60s, 70s. Oh, smooth one there. It is high 60s, 70s every day, but today it dropped. Max, you got us more than doubled. It is 34. It was spitting a little snow. Yeah.
Really? In April? Wow.
Crazy. I've been wearing t-shirts and shorts the last couple of days. It's been in the 70s, high 60s. It's been real nice, but everybody knows in Denver, Colorado, the weather can switch real quick. Today, it's pretty shitty. It's pretty shitty out here. But damn it, Max, we got a big sports podcast today. How are you feeling about this one?
Oh, I'm excited. Everybody, the NFL draft is right around the corner.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we got to start talking about some prospects, do we not, Breezy?
Yeah, that's definitely the meat and potatoes today. Is we're gonna go through the top three quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, and tight ends for the NFL draft. That's, if I'm not mistaken, Max, that's next Thursday. That's next Thursday.
Wow, it is next Thursday. Oh,
that's next Thursday. We're a week away, okay?
Jeez Louise.
Meat and the potatoes for this week for the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast is going to be those top prospects. And we got a couple other stories to hit also. But, Max, where can the people find this episode at?
Oh, everybody, thank you for coming out for the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. Today, we're doing it here in the afternoon here on a beautiful Thursday. But you can catch us here on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Twitter, and Instagram. Please follow us on there. And everyone, we want to thank you for all your comments, all your likes, all your subscriptions. Cold Breezy, I believe if the last time I checked, I think we're 12 away from breaking 1,200 subscribers. 1,200. Thank you, everybody. Please keep those up. You're helping us out, and we love it. We just love it. We love you. But Cold Breezy, how about we talk some sports? The whole reason why we're here in the first place.
The main reason, yes. Thank you, everybody. Like Max said, a dirty dozen away from 12,000 or 1,200 subscribers. Sorry.
We'll get there. We'll get there, though.
Yeah, we'll get there. Don't get greedy on me. Don't get greedy. But we got to start this week's episode with some people's favorite segment, Showtime with Shohei. About 3 weeks ago, Max, we came on here and broke some news about how Shohei Ohtani's best friend and interpreter, Ippei Mizuhara, had been stealing funds from Ohtani's account to pay his gambling debts. It was first reported that Ippei had transferred approximately $4.5 million from Ohtani's account to an illegal bookmaker. Federal investigators concluded their investigation this past week after forensic reviews of the phones of Ippei, the illegal bookmaker assumed to be Matthew Boyer, and Boyer's assistant. Those three phones, forensic reviewed. The investigation found Ippei Mizuhara guilty of bank fraud over the course of several years for an amount of over $16 million.
Oh my goodness.
That was stolen from Ohtani. Okay, damn it. It first reported 4.5. Now it's over 16. According to the investigation, Mizuhara averaged 25 bets per day between December of 2021 and this past January, ranging from $10 per bet to $160,000 per
Oh
bet.
my gosh.
About 19,000 bets in all. ESPN released the text threads between these three gentlemen. Okay, we got to see the conversations with these guys. The text showed that Mizuhara had an uncontrollable gambling addiction and a bookie who kept increasing his limits because Ippei was able to cover his losses. Max, I've been on Ohtani's side from the get-go. Yes, it's crazy that you don't see this amount of money missing. It's crazy. That's definitely a red flag that you don't see this money gone. But I've been saying that I don't think Ohtani's gambling on any games, that I think Ohtani's clean. He has come out and said he's never gambled on any sport. Max, does this investigation clear Ohtani for you? And how much of a distraction might this be this season for Shohei?
I don't think it's going to be too much of a distraction for Shohei. I think right now, actually, you could be the one to tell us, Cobreeze. How is Shohei doing this year, considering he's on your fantasy team?
I believe 4 homers. I think 3 for 4 last night, 3 hits. I mean, he's been getting asked about it a lot, and he has said a couple times how he can't wait to put it in the past and move on and get forward into this season. So I think it's definitely weighing on his mind. It has to be. It has to be $16 million. My goodness. But I think once Ippei is put away and the questions stop, I think Ohtani's going to get rolling like the 2-time MVP can.
Definitely. I was just training one of my clients this past weekend, and her husband took the kids to go see the game, and I didn't even have to ask. I literally said this. I was like, well, I don't know why I'm asking. Like, I don't know whether or not he did or he didn't, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Did Shohei Ohtani hit a home run last night? And she goes, oh, he did. I was like, okay, well, I knew the answer, right? I don't know why I'm asking. I guess I'm just trying to make chit chat. Okay. Shohei Ohtani is the most dominating baseball player in the game. Next to Ronald Acuna Jr., we can definitely debate that. I would love a good debate here in MLB. Okay,
no debate from me. No debate.
Oh my good. Ronald Acuna got 40 something. It might have been 50 stolen bases last year. Batting 330, over 40 home runs,
very
120 RBIs. I'm
one of the best
right now.
One of the best
right now. But the fact that Shohei can pitch as well, which he won't be doing this year. He won't be doing that this year. We'll wait for that next season.
For me. That's why for me.
I hear you on that. But Shohei is such an exciting player, and I do hope that they can just let's just end it. That guy he's going to go to jail. It's simple as that. He has to go to jail. Shohei, find a new interpreter. There's a lot of people that can speak English and Japanese here in America.
He's got one. Yep.
He has already got one. Okay, good.
Dodgers. Yep.
You're good. You're good. It's a bummer because he's your buddy. You hate to see a guy go away, but dude, he stole from you $16 million. And sometimes to get your point across, you say, hey man, peace. Because you fucked me. I put a peace sign and all these balloons are popping up. What the fuck? Anyway, let's put this in the past, Shohei. Let's get back to work. I'm not a Dodgers fan, but I am a Shohei Ohtani fan. So I definitely want to see him produce some big numbers this season.
Definitely. Like I said, ESPN released those text threads. If you want to, people out there, if you want to go look at that it was definitely interesting. Ippei Mizuhara, definitely uncontrollable gambling addiction, just kept coming back for more and more, kept asking for a bigger, I don't know what I'm trying to say, bigger allowance from the bookmaker. And like we said last time, this isn't FanDuel, this isn't DraftKings where you and I can go bet. This is an illegal bookmaker in California, Matthew Boyer, who was already under federal investigation before this. So definitely Ippei Mizuhara, he's going away. Shohei Ohtani, he can put this in the past, hopefully now, and continue being the best baseball player that I've ever seen.
Let's go, Shohei. Let's get back to work, huh?
Moving along this week on the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, we got some breaking news out of Dallas, Texas.
Oh.
Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is the first candidate for the 2024 NFL's biggest douchebag of the
Yes,
year.
already tallying them up. It's just like candy,
Woo.
Cobreezy. It's like a kid walking into a candy shop. Candy's
Yep.
everywhere. You don't know what to choose.
Yep.
Biggest douchebag in the NFL. It just keeps coming to us. It just
Yep.
keeps coming to us. We don't know
Definitely.
what we don't know who to choose because it's just countless. There's just countless douchebags in the NFL.
Plenty of candidates every year. I think we had 7 or 8 guys last year. Rashee Rice is our first guy for the 2024 NFL's biggest douchebag of the year because on March 30th, on North Central Expressway in Dallas, Rashee Rice was involved in a 6-car crash
Oh,
when he was allegedly street racing Teddy Knox, and a member of the SMU football team. They are both facing 8 charges, 6 counts of collision involving injury, 1 count of collision involving serious bodily injury, and 1 count of aggravated assault.
oh, assault too.
These charges came down last Wednesday, giving Rice 24 hours to turn himself into Dallas police, which he did. The 23-year-old Rice, coming off a rookie season that ended with a Super Bowl win, was allegedly clocked at 119 miles per hour and also fled the scene on foot along with his passengers.
What was the speed on foot? That's what I'm interested in.
It was not very fast from the videos that I saw.
Okay.
Rice and Knox are now being sued for over $11 million.
Oh my goodness.
The Chiefs are waiting for the legal process to play out before making a decision on Rice. Max, what do you think about a 6-car pileup? Rashee Rice, Teddy Knox, almost $120 on the freeway. You caused this fucking pile up, and guess what you do? You leave. You get out of there. What you got for me, Max?
Cobreezy, are we sure this wasn't filming Fast and the Furious 13? Is that what the number they're on, by the way? Is it 11? I might. We're gonna go with 13. By the way, there we go.
27.
We already know his name. We already know his name. Rashee Fast and Furious Rice. Boom.
There you go.
There we go. There we go. This is insane. I can't believe this. Rashee Rice, oh my God. This is so disappointing because he had a great rookie season, and you have the best quarterback in the game to throw it to you, which can bump your numbers, which in doing so, the higher numbers you receive, the more money you're gonna make. Okay, if you want to think of it that way, right? Because this is a business, right? You just won a Super Bowl. You're on top of the world, and you decided to do street racing? This is so idiotic. I cannot believe how stupid these guys just tend to be. I'm at a loss of words. I'm at a loss of words. I'm telling you right now, on my depth chart, I definitely had Rashee Rice maybe as a top 25 wide receiver going into this season. And
number 1 for the Chiefs?
Or definitely number 1 for the Chiefs. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh man, he might be top 15. He might have been a top 15 wide receiver for fantasy football, everyone. And this is so disappointing, man. Well, did we at least hit up The Rock? Did we hit up The Rock or Michelle Rodriguez or whoever the hell, Ludacris for Fast and the Furious? Are we sure this wasn't Fast and the Furious 13?
Might be 27. Might be Fast and Furious 27.
Oh my gosh. By the time that we have kids, Cobreezy, and they're old enough to start watching those films, it probably will be up to 27.
Well, there's a reason they're still making them, I guess.
People like it.
Definitely a lot of guys that we've seen fucking speeding on highways. You know, Henry Ruggs comes to mind. And Jordan Addison last year was in the competition. But yeah, Rashee Rice. I mean, he set an NFL postseason rookie record with 26 receptions. 26 receptions in the postseason, a rookie record. This guy's coming off a Super Bowl win. Everything that it took to make it to the NFL, and he's willing to gamble it all away for a little street racing. Okay. Fleeing the scene for me, not even checking on the people that he hurt. These innocent people that he hurt and fleeing the scene. That's the worst thing for me. That's truly heartless. Rashee Rice, I think he's done, man. I think he's done.
Yeah.
I think he's done. Fuck him. You know, one mistake, yeah, you can't kill somebody for one mistake, but damn it, he put everybody's safety in jeopardy, and then didn't even give a damn after he hurt him. So for me, Rashee Rice, see ya.
The next question, last thing on this topic, moving on from Rashee Rice, would be the question: who is Patty Mahomes going to throw it to, other than Travis Kelce? Are they going to draft heavily on the wide receiver in this NFL draft?
Did they pick up Hollywood? I think they might have picked up Hollywood Brown.
Did they?
Maybe.
That's all right. He always gets hurt, though. He always gets hurt.
He does.
Man,
Let me before we move on, I just want to confirm that.
I would like to know the draft pick of Kansas City. Leave it in the comments, everybody. If you know Cobrizi, please toss it out. I know you're on top of these things. Because there's the wide receiver class, which we're about to get into this year, is pretty deep. It's pretty deep. So they might be able to find a rookie wide receiver that can give them 1,000 yards, 70, 80 catches. I mean, you definitely want that out of a rookie, 70, 80 catches. That'd be incredible. So it's a bummer. It's a bummer that that's where they have to go. Yeah. Moving on from that.
Rashee Rice, he's done in Kansas City. The new number 1 wide receiver, Marquise Hollywood Brown.
It is Hollywood Brown. Okay, that's a good pickup. Veteran. Stay healthy, though. Stay healthy. Geez.
Max, now let's get into the meat and potatoes here for this week. The Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. We got a little bit of NFL draft talk. The NFL draft is next Thursday, April 25th, a week from today. Can you believe that?
I cannot believe that. Last year, Cobrizi, we had a huge podcast where we did a pre-draft, which plan on that again, everyone. We're going to do a top 10 draft or top 10, I'm sorry, top 10
mock draft.
Top 10 mock draft. Thank you, Cobrizi. And then we're going to be posting a bunch of all those players that we believe that will be in the top 10. So be ready for those clips as well, everyone. I am excited to jump into this, Cobrizi.
Hell yeah. Let's start at the quarterback position like we always do. Okay. I don't think we're going to have any debate here at the top, Max. It's Caleb Williams for me. 6'1", 215 pounds, out of USC, 22 years old. He played 3 years of college football. His first year at Oklahoma. Lincoln Riley gets the USC job, so he follows him to Southern California. Wins the Heisman in 2022 with a school record 4,537 passing yards.
Crazy.
And a school record 42 touchdowns.
Crazy.
Also adding 10 rushing touchdowns on top of that season. He actually had 27 rushing touchdowns in 37 career games. I think people are maybe sleeping on the legs a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. He's big. He's big.
6'1", 215. 27 rushing touchdowns in 37 career games. Max, this is my question to you, because I know he's your number 1. Is there any percentage chance that Caleb Williams does not go number 1 overall in this NFL draft?
Me being a football fan and understanding talent, because I like to watch college football and the NFL, you go Caleb Williams number 1. Me being a Bears fan...
Got your heart involved.
I am shaking in my boots. I'm shaking. Who are you going to pick? Who's going to be the number 1 pick? Are you going Caleb Williams? It has to be a quarterback. Okay, obviously it has to be a quarterback. If they went defense or something, I wouldn't be surprised, just so we're clear. Wouldn't be surprised, and then we wait until that 9th pick to pick up a quarterback or something, which by then we're going to get fucking May or something from North Carolina, so we could have another repeat of freaking Mitch Queefbisky. They're going Caleb Williams. He should be number 1 overall. I mean, this guy's ready for the NFL, and that's the difference between some of these other quarterbacks. He's been in the league for 3 seasons, won the Heisman. Last season, he still had 3,600 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. He got hurt towards the end, and that was it. It was just like there was no running for any bowl games. The USC's defense was so bad last season that even when Caleb Williams was able to throw 4 or 5 touchdowns, which is ridiculous when you throw 4 to 5 touchdowns a game, they still couldn't win, because the defense basically just sat it with their thumbs up their butts. So Caleb Williams is the man. He is what the Bears need, a guy that is experienced. And hey, with DJ Moore and Keenan Allen on the outside, those two on the wings. Oh my goodness, he might break CJ Stroud's record. I'm
Be
calling.
careful. Be careful.
I'm calling it right now.
Whoa.
I'm calling it right now. He's going to
New
win
rookie
rookie.
record.
He's going to win rookie of the year. Not breaking rookie record.
Okay.
But I'm calling it right
Okay.
now. He will win rookie of the year.
Okay.
Caleb Williams.
Okay. Nice. My number 2 quarterback on the NFL draft list for this year, I'm going Jaden Daniels from LSU.
Oh, yeah.
6'4", 210, 23 years old. He's played 5 years of college football. His first 3 years with Arizona State, last 2 with LSU. He is the reigning Heisman winner, 2023 Heisman winner, passing for 3,812 yards, 40 tutties to only 4 picks. But this is why he won at Max's legs. He rushed for 1,134 yards last year with 10 touchdowns. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my.
Jaden Daniels, he led the FBS with 11.7 yards per pass attempt and 8.4 yards per rush. He is the first player to lead both categories since 1996.
Wow.
He is also the only player in FBS history to throw for 12,000 yards and rush for 3,000 yards in a career. 12,000 passing yards, 3,000 rushing yards. Only player in FBS history to do it. Max, is he your second guy? A lot of upside here. Is he your second guy, or is he number 3 for you?
He is my second guy. Cobra, my quick question for you is this Lamar Jackson but younger?
I got another guy. If you maybe want to go Lamar, I have Robert Griffin III written down here, RG3. Okay,
the guy that busted his knee in year 2 and is now a telecaster for ESPN. That guy, Robert Griffin III.
That's correct. If you watched LSU last year and if you watched Jaden Daniels, he doesn't get down. He doesn't get out. He doesn't get down. He took way too many hits. RG3 is my comp. RG3 is my comp here for Jaden Daniels. He can learn something from RG3. He can learn something. He needs to get down more. The upside, the athletic ability is crazy, but he might be RG3 for me if he doesn't learn to slide and get down.
I see what you mean. What you mean on that. I mean, he is pretty big at 6'4", but 210. He might need to bulk it up a little bit if he needs to start taking hits like Cam Newton.
Oh, not gonna be taking hits like Cam. That's a different body there. Anything else on Jaden Daniels out of LSU, the Heisman winner?
This guy might be going second. I mean, yeah, he might be going second overall, right?
Washington. I got number 2.
Washington, yeah. Washington needs a quarterback. He also kind of reminds me of Justin Fields a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's really it. I don't want to get too detailed because Justin Fields left the Bears. We traded him, so I'm done with that.
Oh, done with Justin.
Second string now, by the way, Justin Fields. Isn't that crazy?
We can get into that another time, but that's a little baffling to me.
NFL's coming up. We got a lot to talk about in the off season here in the summer. We'll be talking about it, people. Okay, moving on.
My number 3 quarterback out of North Carolina. It's gonna be Drake May. 6'4", 225, only 21 years old. He played all 3 years at North Carolina. He only had 10 passing attempts as a freshman. So if you look at these last 2 years that he actually played, if you average those numbers out, those 2 years, 3,965 passing yards. That's more than Jaden Daniels' Heisman season, and that's just under Caleb Williams for his last 2 years average. That's just under Caleb Williams. Drake May 31 passing tutties each of the last average for the last 2 years, 574 rushing yards and 16 total rushing tutties. Those numbers, if you average out the last 2 years of Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, those numbers aren't that far off. But you already brought it up, Max. Is Drake May possibly Mitch Queef-Bisky?
I'll tell you right now, he ain't in my top 3.
So you think he might be?
Yeah,
he might be.
Exactly. North Carolina makes me nervous when it comes to a quarterback. When was the last time? Okay. When was the last time North Carolina had a quarterback that came into the NFL and became something big or came decent?
Your Bears were thinking they had one, but
do we have to get detailed? I will always remember this draft pick. I don't want to get flustered. You're
already sweating. You're already sweating.
They had the 3rd overall pick. They traded up to get the second overall pick.
One spot
To get Queef Bisky. He wasn't going number 2. He was not going number 2.
They give up 5 guys. They give up like 5 picks to do it too. It was crazy.
Bears organization was high. They were high on cocaine. They were snorting, and they got nervous because whoever was, I don't even know who had the second overall pick, but they were calling up and saying, "Hey, we might take this guy. We might be doing it. We might be doing it."
Well, got them.
Kidding me? Patrick Mahomes goes number 10. Stupid.
If you look at Drake May's numbers, they're pretty good. He's only 21 years old with a big body. I could see him go number 3 to New England. Number 3 overall, I could see him going to the Patriots. And I could see the Patriots developing this guy. Big body, young. We might look up in 5-6 years and this guy could be fantasy relevant, still sticking around. You don't have him in your top 3. Who's your number 3 for you?
I'm surprised, Go Breezy. I'm surprised. I got Bo Nix from Oregon. Nix from Oregon.
Number 4.
Can I say some stats real quick? This guy's 6'2", 214 pounds. Go Breezy. This guy had 4,500 yards last season.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? 4,508 yards to be exact. 45 touchdowns passes. Hold on. 45 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. Okay. Are we kidding me on this ratio? 45-3? You kidding me? 6 rushing touchdowns to add on that. And to top it all off, he broke a FBS record, not a school record, FBS record with completion percentage, 77.4%. This guy is so damn accurate. You want to talk about New England? I think they want someone who could throw the ball accurately, someone who can chuck it downfield, and they don't have to worry about getting a turnover like I don't even know the guy's name anymore. The quarterback of New England that sucked from Alabama. Mac Jones. Got blows.
Mac Titty Jones.
Got blows. I think Bo Nix is a great pick at number 3 for the New England Patriots. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that because not only you, Cole Breezy, because I'm seeing it from ESPN, I'm seeing it from NFL Draft Combine and stuff like that. That they're like, oh, well, his score is this. It's like, dude, 77.4 completion percentage. You kidding me? He's not just throwing screen passes, everyone, for 4,500 yards. He ain't just throwing screen passes.
Very good.
Bo Nix is a hell of a quarterback. I got him at number 3.
I got him right next. Next guy, number 4. Probably what people are looking at is he's 24 years old, but yeah, those 45 passing tutties. It was a school record at Oregon. Those passing yards over 4,500. That was a school record. And he set an NCAA record for most quarterback starts in a career, 61. So he, played 5 years, first 3 at Oregon, or first 3 at Auburn, next 2 at Oregon. So yeah, he's put up a lot of numbers, but I don't know. I don't know where he's going to go. I could see him slipping. I could see him go number 3. I could see him slipping. But great quarterbacks. If we just want to name out 2 more names, Michael Penix Jr., you got to throw him in there, and JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy, the national championship winning quarterback, somehow he's getting boosted up draft boards, but not for me.
I agree. When you look at his stats last season, he had 22 touchdowns.
I just have his last 2 years.
I believe it was 22 touchdowns last season. Maybe probably not many interceptions because Michigan took care of the ball. Okay, John Harbaugh, well done. Harbaugh.
JJ McCarthy last year, 22. Each of the last 2 years, 22 passing touchdowns, 4 picks last year, 5 picks the year before. So
solid. But Michigan was a running team with a great offensive line.
Never broke 3,000 passing yards in a season.
I don't like that. I don't like that for the NFL, boys.
Yeah. Let's move into the running back position, Max. Running back is, I think we can both say it's pretty soft this year. Pretty soft from an NFL draft perspective.
Pillows.
I'm not sure if we're going to have somebody's going to emerge, maybe 1 or 2 guys in a committee role, but I'm not sure if any of these guys are going to be top fantasy draft picks,
No, like last year, who was Texas running back? Bijan, that's right, Bijan Robinson. Solid pick. I mean, solid overall year, by the way. I know it wasn't as big as we thought that he would be.
I'd say like number 9, I think.
It was definitely a top 10. Yeah. He might be thought about for keeper consideration for Sam.
I think it's already been announced.
Oh, did he say that?
I believe.
Okay, all right.
Double check. We'll double check.
Regardless, if he's not kept, That's a first-round draft pick. I'll tell you right now. First-round draft pick.
Probably number one.
Again?
Probably.
Mm.
My number one running back for the NFL draft class this year is going to be from Texas, Jonathan Brooks. 6', 215. He's 20 years old. Let me say that again. He's 20. Okay, 3 years at Texas. He had to wait behind Bijan and Roschon Johnson, your guy. He had his wait his turn at Texas. He tore his ACL last year, Max, in the 11th game. It was kind of a late tear here, kind of a late tear in the 11th game.
I don't like that. I don't like an injury before going to the NFL. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. 238 career carries for him, 6.2 yards per carry, 6.2 yards for his career per carry. That's pretty good. 16 rushing tutties. His receiving last year, 25 catches for 286 and 1. It shows maybe he has a little run pass game here.
Yeah.
Jonathan Brooks from Texas, he's my number one running back for the NFL draft class this year.
He's also my number one. It's kind of a wide margin by that as well. Because, this guy, I'm sorry, he's 6 feet, 216 pounds. How about this? I hate to say this, but the running backs over the past few years, when they get injured very early, I'm thinking Dalvin Cook, because I drafted Dalvin Cook in his rookie season. He was having this phenomenal year, and then he tore his ACL, and then he was done for the year, and then he came back and became, a premier running back for 3-4 seasons, something like that afterwards. So it's good that he got his injury out of the way in college, because now maybe he just goes to the NFL stronger, because when you tear your ACL, it's supposed to get stronger.
Supposed to.
So they say. Who knows if it's true? I think tearing anything is
not good.
Having that repaired.
Future.
Yeah, exactly. But again, the running back class this year is not good. I shouldn't say not good. It's weak. It's pillows, man. It's pillows. These guys, you're not jumping into a bed of pillows. Okay, you're jumping into a 300-pound lineman. Right? Yeah. It's got to be a little bit different.
Big difference.
I do have Jonathan Brooks. Good for Texas. They just somehow know how to recruit top running backs in the game. And hey, Texas made it to that playoff this year. So how about that? I don't know why I like the Longhorns. I don't know why. I don't know why I like them.
Yeah, it's a state school, big time program.
I like them.
Yeah. The running back class is pretty weak, so I think that's going to put us up for maybe two different guys here that we might call out here. I think we're going to have some different names, Max.
Sure.
I'm going to Florida State and Trey Benson. Okay. 6 foot, 215 pounds. He's 21 years old. He played 4 years of college football. First 2 years were at Oregon. He missed his freshman year with a knee injury, so maybe like Jonathan Brooks, he got it out of the way early.
Got it out of the way. Yeah.
I don't know. His last 2 years at Florida State combined, 1,896 rushing yards, 23 rushing tutties, and he caught 33 balls for 371 yards and another score. 6.1 career yards per carry. He's got some pop. I'm going Trey Benson, my number 2 running back for the NFL draft class.
So, because we're talking about Trey Benson, I got him number 3. I got him number 3. I like his youth. Okay, 905 yards, 14 touchdowns, 6 feet tall, 216 pounds. It's a big guy. The thing that upset me is his reception ability. They don't throw it. Maybe it was just Florida State. Florida State went 13-0 up until that bowl game where everyone said, "Oh, I'm not going to play," which is
ass
annoying. Whipping. Oh my! The bowl game is like it's the biggest game of the year for your school. Why sit out? I don't want to risk injury before going to the draft. I get it. All right. Me being a fan, I guess I don't understand the perspective of a student athlete. Yeah. But still,
it sucks.
Come on. Anyway,
it sucks.
It does suck. Anyway, Trey Benson at number 3 for me, but still, I think this guy is going to go 3rd, 4th round. I'm not.
Yeah.
If that. So it's a weak class this year. But my number 2, I'll just jump on my number 2 real quick, Colbreezy, and then you tell me your number 3. I am going to Michigan and Blake Corum. This is why. Yeah. Multiple seasons he's had, or I think that's not last season, but the season before that, he had over 1,300 yards. No,
Oh, I'm saying like
Oh,
that's crazy.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Yep.
positive. But last
Hold
season
up.
he had 1245, 1,245 yards.
Yep.
Get this, everybody. You're going to jump out of your seats. He had 27 rushing
Yeah.
touchdowns.
School record.
27. That's
Crazy.
insane. Are
Yeah.
this is quarterbacks. Quarterbacks will get 27 touchdowns, and you might be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, not a bad
Right.
season for that guy. Not a bad
JJ
season."
McCarthy got 22
Exactly.
on his team. Yeah.
You know, he's 5'8" and he's 205 pounds. So that
Mhm.
might be the reason why people are a little bit nervous. He's not big enough,
Yeah.
but he's bulky.
Sure. Thick.
He's for
He's
5'8",
thick.
he's
He's thick.
thick.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Nick Chubb.
Oh.
Honestly, a little bit
Whoa.
of Nick Chubb. I don't think
Wow.
as quick. I wouldn't say as
Wow.
quick, but his
Okay.
bulkiness, I think he can work on that speed. And he's going to be a goal line play. So whoever drafts him, I think that he is going to get some goal line touches on that 5-yard line.
Mhm.
So I have him number 2. I think he can go in the second round, but maybe in the second round. But I think after showing it in impressive college years, this
Mhm.
guy deserves to be on a team.
Max, I can't believe we got the same three guys just in a different order, but I got Blake Corum number 3.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I'm with you. 1,245 rushing yards last year, 1,463 the year
Oh,
before.
it's 14. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness. Oh my
Eesh.
goodness.
Eesh.
He's 23 years old. Okay, a little older, 23. 3,737 career rushing yards. Oh my goodness. 5.5 yards per carry on 675 career carries. Pretty solid. School record 58 career rushing touchdowns. He found
Wow.
end zone 58 times. And like you said, 27 last year. That was a school record for a single season.
Amazing.
He's Michigan's all-time leading scorer with 366 points, and he was the only FBS player to score in every game in 2023.
What a
Uh,
beast.
Like you said, Max, he's a little shorter at 5'8". I I think he, like you said, going to be tough to tackle around the goal line, being so
Mhm.
small and so, your pads are so low, you're so low to the ground, you got to get lower than him. That's tough when you're only 5'8"
Mhm.
to get lower than Blake Corum. So yeah, I think he could carve out a career. Maybe, maybe the Chargers are looking for somebody, and
They're
and
definitely looking for somebody.
and
They dropped Austin
Harbaugh
Eckler.
and Harbaugh. They got Gus Bust, and they picked up
Ooh.
JK one leg Dobbins today. So 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 I think they got room for Blake Corum.
I like that JK one leg down. That's a good one.
Just to name a couple other running backs that could be seeing their name called. I like Jalen Wright out of Tennessee. I like Braylon Allen out of Wisconsin. My guy, Audric Estime from Notre Dame, a lot of touchdowns. Big body, big body. Bucky Irving from Oregon and Ray Davis from Kentucky. I'll throw in there
Mm.
just a couple names. Solid guys. Anything else from this running back class, Max?
No, no. One thing that I'm surprised about is seeing one of my Purdue Boilers on there too, in Tyrone Tracy Jr. He's down. He's down. He's like the 12th running back, so we'll see if he even gets drafted. But Purdue had a tough season last year, so I'm not gonna get too detailed on it. That's it. That's it. Again, soft. I think we're soft.
Soft. Soft.
Anyway, but who knows? Maybe one of these guys end up being a breakout player. Could be.
Mhm,
Could be.
mhm. Moving into the wide receiver class for this 2024 NFL draft. This is deep, Max. This is deep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have multiple fantasy relevant guys. If you're in a rookie fantasy football draft, oh my goodness, you don't need to worry about having a top 5 pick. You can pick at the end of the round and still snag up one of these receivers because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of receivers here, Max.
So
My
many.
number one guy, we've been waiting for him out of Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As Gus Johnson said, Maserati Marv. 6'3", 210 pounds. He's 21 years old. All 3 years at Ohio State. His last 2 years combined, 144 catches for 2,474 receiving yards and 28 touchdowns. 28 touchdowns in the
Wow.
last 2 years.
Wow.
16.9 career yards per reception. He is the first player in Ohio State football history to have 2 1,000-yard receiving seasons. I got to see him last year at Notre Dame. He's a special talent. He's NFL ready. He's been NFL ready Of course, his dad from the Colts. I know
Mhm.
Indianapolis was salivating over him, but damn it, they're not going to get him. Fuck you, Colts. Marvin Harrison, my number one receiver for the 2024 NFL Draft.
Easily my number one as well. I was bragging about him potentially as the number one overall pick for the Bears if they were thinking
Yeah.
that they were going to keep Justin Fields, but then they
Yeah.
made those drafts that, or I'm sorry, those uh, sorry trades. Literally just went blank for out of nowhere. They made those trades to get Keenan Allen and DJ. You know, they have DJ Moore obviously, so that's not going to happen. We're looking at a top 5 pick in Marvin Harrison Jr., top 3 potentially. And this guy is a rare talent. I mean, I'm surprised that he only had 67 catches last season.
Yep.
Very shocked on that, because this guy has glue. He's got sticky hands, Colbert. He got sticky hands on his fingers. That's a guy that you throw it to him, he's going to catch it. So can't wait to see what team what team he'll be on. I hope it's a good quarterback because I want him on my fantasy football team.
If I could throw out a destination for him, sitting there at number 4, needing a receiver, badly needing a receiver, the Arizona Cardinals. So I could see them snagging him at number 4 if they want a receiver there.
Yes.
My number 2 wide receiver for the 2024 NFL Draft class. Now, I don't think it's going to be any surprise if this guy ends up being the big dog. Okay?
Agreed.
Out of LSU, 6 foot, 200 pounds, Malik Neighbors. Okay, only 20 years old. His last 2 years combined, 161 receptions. That's 17 more than Harrison. For 2,586 yards, that's over 100 yards more than Harrison. Only 17 tutties. That's 11 less. 15.9 yards per reception for Malik Neighbors. He had his school record, 189 career receptions. We know the receivers that LSU has been churning out here: Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry,
T. Higgins.
May I go on? I think T. Higgins was Clemson.
Oh, was it Clemson? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. My bad.
Malik Neighbors, school record 189 career receptions and a school record 3,003 career receiving yards. He's got better numbers than all those guys. Malik Neighbors, oh my goodness, he could be a top 5 pick. He could go number 5 to the Giants. I think the Giants are number 6. I'll look it up, but Giants are 5th or 6th. I could see him going to New York this year, Max.
That would suck if he went to New York with Danny Dimes. You excited about that? Excited about that? That's going to mess up his career. That's messing up his career.
I think I'd be excited for Malik Neighbors no matter what, because I think he might be quarterback proof. In a couple of years, he might be quarterback proof. It doesn't matter who's throwing to him. He's that kind of talent.
Oh, he's so good, man. He's so good, especially in this league. In the NFL, it's quarterbacks and wide receivers are the big time players now. Obviously, running backs are so important. You need a good running game, but it's turned into a passing league. There's no doubt about it. It's passing, and that if you're a running back that can catch the ball in the backfield, then you are on an entirely different level. But going back to the wide receiver and Malik Neighbors, dude, 89 catches last year, 1,569 yards, 14 tutties, and he's got speed, man. This guy's bye-bye. Peace out. Like, you better double team him, and even if you double team him, if he gets around you, whoo, bye-bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah. Malik Neighbors could very well be the best receiver in this draft. We got the Chargers picking 5th, Giants picking 6th. I could see him going either of those teams.
That'd be nice.
Titans picking 7th.
Oh, man. That's what the Chargers should go for, by the way. We're bringing up the Chargers real quick. They got rid of Keenan Allen. Get a wide receiver. Any of these guys that we're about to name, go get that for Justin Herbert.
Sure.
John Harbaugh is going to be thinking about that. I'm telling you right now.
Spent a first rounder on Quentin Johnston last year, receiver. So do they want to do that back to back? I don't know.
I would say yes. Or unless no. They're not going to a first round running back. There's no way. Well, they're going for one of these guys. They're going for one of these guys.
Maybe need some defense in that division.
Their defense sucks.
My number 3 receiver for the 2024 NFL draft class. I think this guy could also be going in the top 10. From Washington, 6'3", 210 pounds, big body. Don't tell nobody. He's 21 years old. All 4 of his years with the Huskies, his last 2 years combined, 167 receptions. That's more than both Neighbors and Harrison. for 2,785 receiving yards. That's more than both Neighbors and Harrison. For 20 tutties, he's got a 15.3 career yards per reception, a school record 1,640 receiving yards this past season. Rome Odunze for Washington put up big numbers over the last 2 years, better numbers than Neighbors and Harrison. You're a top 10 team right now. I'm looking at even the Chicago Bears at number 9. I'm looking at the New York Jets at number 10. Both of those teams could be looking at Rome Odunze. Max, where's he at for you?
I'm still looking at the Chargers. All right. If you don't get Malik Neighbors, go get Rome Odunze and oh man, come on. The Chargers, they're an offensive team. Don't screw over Justin Herbert. Yeah. Justin Herbert is such an elite talent. Such an elite talent. Just give him someone to throw it to and you have a chance.
Yeah. He's number 3 for you, though, Rome.
I'm sorry. He's also number 3 for me. Last season, he had 13 touchdowns, 92 catches in college. Freaking real.
It's a lot.
It's a big boy. Another guy that I hope that immediately he goes to a team that has a good quarterback that can throw it to him. Justin Herbert.
I could see him with the Jets. I could see him falling.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers?
Maybe.
Aaron Rodgers be happy with that.
Maybe. A couple more receivers just to call out. Big time boys. Brian Thomas Jr., also from LSU. Oh, my goodness. Look out for him.
He's good, too. 17 touchdowns last season, if I'm not mistaken. Crazy.
Adonai Mitchell from Texas. Troy Franklin from Oregon. Ladd McConkey from Georgia. Keon Coleman from Florida State. Roman Wilson from Michigan. And Xavier Worthy from Texas. All those guys are going to be getting their names called. Max, I just looked at Mel Kiper, the ESPN guru, his mock draft before we got on here. He's got 7 receivers mocked in the first round.
Whew.
Now, the record for most receivers drafted in the first round was 2004 with 7, Larry Fitzgerald's year. 7 is the record. Do you think that can be broken this year? Can we get more than 7 wide receivers drafted in the first round?
Absolutely.
Best class ever.
I'm going to agree with him. Best class ever? I don't know yet.
Remains to be seen.
Exactly. We got to see what these guys put up during the NFL season, and they will say that's the best class ever. But just looking at their numbers here in college, oh, man, hard to beat. Hard to beat.
Yeah, a lot of receivers this year. If you need one, there's going to be plenty to choose from. Moving in the last position here for the NFL draft prospects, we're going tight end. There is one guy that you want here, one guy that's going to be fantasy relevant. We're going to give you 3 names, but at the top, no doubt about it, from the Bulldogs of Georgia, Brock Bowers.
Yep.
6'3", 245 pounds. He's still only 21 years old. His 3-year averages, even going back to his freshman year, his 3-year averages, 58 receptions for 846 yards and 8.7 touchdowns. A career 14.5 career yards per reception. He had a school record at Georgia, 13 receiving touchdowns as a freshman.
Wow.
As a freshman, he caught 13 tutties, a school record at Georgia. He is the first player to ever win back-to-back John Mackey Awards. That's the nation's top tight end. Back-to-back, he's done it. No one's ever said that. A 2-time national champion. Brock Bowers might be a first-round pick, Max.
I got Brock Bowers number 1 as well for tight ends.
You were holding me for suspense.
No, I was baffled by your first-round pick. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know. It could be.
The only player to ever win top tight end back-to-back years. Only player ever to do that.
Maybe I'm sleeping, and he ends up being the star in the NFL that we all slept on, like Sam Laporta. You know,
I will say I went back and we didn't have him. We didn't have him last year.
Oh my gosh!
What
were we thinking? Damn it!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but Brock Bowers, 56 catches last year, 714 yards, and 6 touchdowns. 6'4", 240 pounds.
He was hurt last year.
And he was hurt. Okay, so yeah, but he is the number 1 guy. I haven't gone deep enough to see who in the first round needs a tight end. I'm sure there's a team out there that needs one. But
Plenty, yeah.
yeah, I haven't looked enough, and if anything, it's a late first round Cole Breezy. I don't see him going top 10, top 15.
No, God, no.
No,
We
I
need
don't
some.
see
We
it.
need.
I'm seeing it.
We keep talking receivers in the top 10. Get some fucking linemen in there. You need some linemen.
Always,
Linemen control the
always.
game. Linemen control the game.
Bears are going to be looking at number 9 defensive line. I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now. I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
But Brock Bowers, he's got touchdown upside as a true freshman. 19 years old, 13 tutties in the SEC. I'll if he if the Titans want him, maybe later on, I'd love Brock Bowers in Tennessee. Not at number 7, not at number 7, but what we got? We got another pick. Tennessee. Nope, not another first round pick.
Ooh,
But
Tennessee might be going wide receiver, baby. Come
yeah,
on. Come
maybe.
on.
We got D Hop and Calvin Ridley, but we'll see. We'll see. And
Calvin Ridley, I like.
Trade line Burks. No.
Bust.
Yeah. Probably. Traded AJ Brown for him. Let's not forget. Straight up. Straight up.
So stupid. That ruined the organization. Ruined it for years.
We had AJ Brown, Julio Jones, Derrick Henry. Oh my goodness. Never mind though. Never mind. My number 2 tight end for the NFL draft class this year. I'm going back to Texas. I'm going back to Austin. Jatavion Sanders, 6'4", 245 pounds. He's 21 years old, played all 3 years with the Longhorns. He did not record a stat as a freshman. So his last 2 years combined, 99 catches for 1,295 yards and 7 touchdowns, 13.1 career yards per reception. Jatavion Sanders, he's not going to be on anybody's fantasy team next year, but he's my number 2 tight end for this draft class.
I agree with you. And to be honest, Cole Breezy, he might be the most athletic tight end in this draft class.
Maybe.
But I agree with you. I mean, 45 catches last year, 682 yards. This is the stumper that's definitely going to make you step back a little bit and be like, oh, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not a lot of upside right here.
I don't think so. I do believe with his size at 6'4", 243, and his athleticism, he actually is pretty athletic, everybody, that he can definitely make some big-time catches. I'm not excited about him, though. I'm not.
No, there's one tight end to be excited about, Brock Bowers, but like we said, we're going to give you 3 names. My third guy, I don't know if I'm saying your last name correct or not, but I don't really care. Ben Sinnott out of Kansas State, 6'4", 250 pounds, 21 years old, played all 4 years with the Wildcats in the Big 12. He was a walk-on fullback and didn't play in 2020. Transitions to tight end. He caught 2 passes the next year, so barely played. The last 2 years at tight end, combined 80 catches, 1,123 receiving yards, 10 tutties, 13.9 career yards per reception. Those numbers are comparable with these guys, a little bit better, but just like Jatavion Sanders from Texas, he's not Ben Sinnott. He's not going to be on anybody's fantasy team.
No,
not excited about him, but I do think he's going to get drafted. So hats off to him. Yeah,
I have someone different at number 3, Cole Breezy. I have Kate Stover of Ohio State. 41 catches last year, 576 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Dude, he's 6'4", 251 pounds. I mean, this is a big guy. It's a big guy. Decent hands. You go to a university like Ohio State, you could be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
It was tough for me to pick this third one. I was definitely looking at Sinnott as well, and I was like, I went for the bigger size on this one, and Kate Stover's got it. But
what is he, 6'4"?
6'4", 251.
Ben Sinnott, 6'4", 250.
Right there. Same. Got him on 1 pound.
Kate Stover is my number 4. I'll also throw in Theo Johnson from Penn State, Jaheim Bell from Florida State, Eric All from Michigan. Not sure if those guys are going to get drafted, but that's probably your next guys there at the tight end position.
Where's the Iowa? Where's the Iowa tight end?
No Iowa.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for.
I don't think this year. Maybe next year though. They're churning somebody over right now there in the old Hawkeyes. Max, anything else from this 2024 NFL draft class from you? I think it's going to be quarterback heavy at the top.
Yeah.
I think we could possibly have the most wide receivers drafted in the first round, which 2004 was 7 receivers. I think there's a lot of skill players, but as always, we didn't talk defense. We didn't talk about offensive linemen. Those guys are going to be in the top 10. Those guys have to be mixed in the first round for sure.
Yeah.
It's not all about fantasy players here for real football, but those were our top 3 guys at each position.
Yeah, and we'll definitely be talking about some offensive linemen and defensive linemen next week when we do our top 10 mock draft. So, but yeah, be ready for that, everybody. But hey, it is a quarterback heavy and a wide receiver heavy draft class this year. So if you are a fantasy football guy, ooh man, you are looking for these top quarterbacks and these top wide receivers, because you already know that I am starting to drool over these wide receivers. I am super stoked. Super stoked for this.
Get a bib. All right, Maxie, that's going to do us this week for the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. A good one, as always. Had a good update for our guy, Shohei Ohtani. We got our first candidate for the 2024 NFL's biggest douchebag of the year with Rashee Rice and the shit he did in Dallas. And, of course, those top prospects, man. I went back and looked at a couple last year. We were good on a couple. We slept on a couple guys. So it's always interesting to see a year later what happens 5 years later. Very interesting. But like you said, we're going to be doing a top 10 NFL mock draft next week for the episode.
Yes.
Always looking forward to that one. Like you also said, that's where we're going to talk about a couple maybe offensive linemen, maybe a linebacker, maybe a corner. Who knows?
Defensive back.
Yeah, definitely going to be talking about Caleb Williams and Jane Daniels again, though.
You better believe it. Because I'll tell you right now, Caleb Williams going number 1 overall to my Chicago Bears.
I hope so. I hope so. I think it's a lock, baby. I think it's a lock.
I think so too. And I'll tell you right now, again, with those guys. Let's talk about Bears offense real quick to end this whole damn thing. We got Keenan Allen, we got DJ Moore, and we got in the backfield DeAndre Swift. Not bad. Khalil Herbert.
Yeah.
Khalil Herbert is the backup. Not bad.
Yeah, Keenan Allen, 31. DeAndre Swift let me down that last year in Detroit with a couple injuries, so we'll see. It's not bad. Is it a playoff team? I don't know. Are you going to say playoffs right now, Max? You going to make that prediction? You already said rookie of the year for Caleb Williams.
No,
Is he going to get into the playoffs?
I'll have to wait until they freaking draft Caleb Williams. I'll have to wait until they freaking draft Caleb Williams. You know, number 1 overall pick, linebacker from.
I'd be shocked.
Well,
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked.
I wouldn't be. That's the problem. That's the problem with the Bears freaking organization. They've been doing better.
Fuck the Bears. Fuck them.
Hey, settle down. Bear down. Put a sock in your mouth.